Last time out, we beat Liverpool 2-1, and we've played 2 whole months since then. So how have we been getting on? And how have the other Hungarian teams been getting on in Europe? The first game we had back was a 2-0 victory against Ferencváros. Sinavuk gets both goals. Salazar finds him for the initial goal, and BaN should probably do better, at least try to save it. He doesn't. And then he doubles our lead with this effort. Torrigiano plays it in, finds Sinavuk, and again, keeper has no chance. We win 2-0. A very comfortable victory against a team that is trying to do well in the league. We then took an Ica in the cup and beat them 4-0. Balanta with this run gets tackled. Salazar finds Bogner. Bogner finds back in the net inside 2 minutes. We then make it 2-0 after Torrigiano scores this penalty. And then Ganev comes on and gets 2 goals. This is the first of them. Morris plays across to face a goal. Ganev, if he misses that, it's the miss of the season. And then he scores again. Sets up the play, finds back a door, he finds a KK, and then Gunner gets it back. He's given too much time and space, and he's not missing that. A 4-0 victory against our affiliates. We then went to Silikazak and we beat them 3-0. A very comfortable game. We rotated for this match because of our game against Juventus coming up. Forbes gets the opening goal of the game. We make it 2-0 inside the first 6 minutes of the second half. Ganev finds Salazar. Salazar finds the back of the net, and that's a good goal. We make it 3 late on in the 59th minute of the game. Ganev plays across, finds Boxe, and it's a comfortable finish. We win this game by 3-0. We then went to Juventus in the Champions League and drew 2-2, having to come from 2-0 down. Opening goal was scored by Tierney. It was really hard deflected, and that's why he scored. Yes, that's Kieran Tierney. They then score from his corner. Smith Rowe finds Bremer, and it's 2-0. And then we get a goal back from this penalty. Torrigiano scores this one. And then we get another penalty in the 93rd minute of the game. Havranik scores his first ever goal for the club from the spot there. So, did we deserve to get anything from this? Probably not, because the XG is massively inflated by the 2 penalties we got. But we won the 2 penalties, so we got away with 1, really. Let's be honest. We then went to Debreceni, and we beat them 2-0. Balanta scores the opening goal of the game with that header. He's also injured. He comes off later. Boxe plays across, and Forbes scores the second goal of the game to secure the 2-0 victory against Debreceni. So, another nice victory against them. We then hosted Budapest and beat them by 2-0. Gonzalez finds Bogner for the opening goal. Bogner enjoying himself a game in the league. We then make it 2-0 in the 57th minute of the game. Bogner finds Bacadur, he finds Bogner, and Balanta scores that goal to make it 2-0. A very comfortable 2-0 victory. And going into the game in the Champions League, I was thinking we could win. I say thinking we could win because we went behind and lost 2-0. Iru gets the first goal of the game, and then they double their lead in the 63rd minute of the game. Alkanus plays it across to find Olawale, and I couldn't believe we lost this match. Torino were the team that I thought we could beat, and Juventus was the team I thought we'd lose against. We risked a point against Juventus and managed to lose at home to Torino, so this is a bad result as far as I'm concerned. We should have won this game. The next game we had was against Puskas Academia. We beat them 2-0. Torrigiano scores the opening goal from the penalty, and then 25 minutes in, we double our lead. Forbes showing his ability with the ball. It finds its way to Torrigiano, who's not missing that. 2-0, a very good win to our collection again. We like winning this year, and Puskas Academia at the time were in second place. The next game we had was against Ferencváros, and we had to come from 1-0 down to win 2-1. That penalty gave them the lead. Ganev holds the play up nicely to help us get the equalising goal. Torrigiano comes off on the bench, hits the bar, and it goes in. And then we get a late winner. Ganev involved again, showing his ability with the ball and his pace. Plays it across to find Sidovic, and it's a very good goal. 2-1 we win against Ferencváros, who are struggling in the league this season. We then took on Vasas and beat them 2-1. Forbes finds Jose Luis, who's now back and had his loan spurt extended. Ganev gets the opening goal of the game. We conceded an equaliser in the first half though, 30 minutes in, and I was a bit disappointed with this because I thought we could do better than this, but no, we couldn't. It is unfortunate the bowler gets caught in the ball, but Jakupovic scores that goal, but then he makes up for it by scoring the winning goal. Gonzalez's corner was really dangerous and deserved the assist. A really good goal, and a nice victory against our biggest rivals. Though, admittedly, why I say our biggest rivals, they're probably not our biggest rivals anymore, even though we've been in the same division as them every single year. We just seem to beat them every single time. But then again, we did to every single team in Hungary at this point, so I'm not going to say anything else about that, am I? But then we took on Besiktas and we beat them 3-0 to get our second win of the Champions League phase. Balkan gets the opening goal, a really good delivery to find him. And it's not until the 89th of the game we double our lead. Havranek finds Wobledo, he finds Okeke, and Okeke finds the back of the net. It had been coming, I was delighted. And then we get a third goal late on, I think 92 minutes in. Havranek finds Wobledo, who plays across, and Hamberlik gets a tap in. 3-0 the win, and we needed that victory desperately. The last game we had was a 5-0 victory against Kasvada, and we showed no mercy here. Okeke getting his second goal this season with the effort and nice finish. We double our lead inside 22 minutes. Salazar finds Jose Luis, and he plays across, and the keeper drops it, and Ganev takes full advantage of the situation. We make it 3 inside 54 minutes. Forbes showing his ability with the ball again. Finds Sindovic, he finds Salazar, and Salazar is not missing that. We make it 4. In the 65th minute of the game, Salazar involved again, cuts inside, it fights with Sindovic, and he's not... That's a really good finish. That's just a really good goal. We then score from a corner, Torrijada takes it. It's not dealt with properly by the defence, and Ganev has 2 attempts, really, and he scores the rebound. So, 5-0, 67 minutes in, we're looking unbeatable in the league this year. And I wish that was just a figure of speech, because we are literally winning every single game this year, and I don't think we can be stopped. Which is kind of mad when you think about it, because we've got 16 games left of the season. We could do an invincible season at the moment, or the perfect season. And I do want to get the perfect season, because Ferencváros have the record for the most league wins in a row, and it stands at 32. So we've got 18. Can we surpass that? I don't know. We also want to get the most points ever and the most league wins ever. So there's 3 records we want to break this year. I think we can do it. And this squad is very, very good right now. Champions League, we're actually up in 18th. This is our best season so far. We do have Porto for the last game, but we also have Bayern Munich for the first game. So should I be concerned? Bayern Munich, I'm expecting us to do bad against, but look at how competitive it is in the Champions League right now. I thought, honestly, that we would be either really good or really bad. We're bang average, but so's a lot of other teams in the competition. Like, only PSG have gotten through so far, and only Real Madrid have also qualified officially for the playoffs, so no one else seems to be running away with things. And don't forget, we've taken some good draws against Juventus right now, and Bologna, but Bologna, of all teams, are actually up in 8th, so they've had a really good year. If you take away the Torino defeat and the Rennes defeat, we could do better. Torino, we should never have been losing, and Rennes we lost because we literally had a goalkeeper get injured when we're 2-1 up, and they could see 3 goals afterwards because I had no goalkeeper left to bring on because my substitutes have all been used. We'd be good. We've beaten Liverpool, we've beaten Besiktas, so we know we can beat some big teams. I just don't see us beating Bayern Munich, so our biggest opportunity is to beat Porto, and I think we can beat Porto. I truly believe that this year, even if Porto have some really good talents. Oh right, I remember scouting this guy for some reason. This might be a problem if he's not the exception, but he might also be sold. I just realized Ange's here. I don't know how good that team is mostly, but I did try to get this guy on loan. Didn't work out. He rejected me. They accepted the offer. He rejected me. So it's not like I haven't tried to get him in. That's what they're looking for. I can't pay this now, but there you go. Yeah, I don't think he's interested. Either way, that's a thing. But Bayern Munich, they're not doing as well as they could do, but apparently this is an interesting thing to be worrying about. They've still got a lot of their big players, haven't they? Harry Kane's still here. He's also unhappy. He wants to go back to England. Nottingham Forest are interested in Harry Kane. I couldn't, could I? No, that's silly. I don't want to go for Harry Kane. But yeah, they got some really good players. I've scouted at least one of their young talents. This guy's quite good. I tried to get him, I think, in the past. He's one of my Arsenal. Yeah, first team commitments. I couldn't get him. But they've got some decent teams. And, I don't know. Maybe they're beatable. Maybe they're not. Dennis Simon isn't that much better than my main goalkeeper. Is he? I'm lying to myself, aren't I? Surely I'm lying to myself. I might be lying to myself. He's actually much better. But still, it's only a full star. His attribute, Polygon, does actually literally just consume my goalkeepers. Only 3 years difference, mind you. But the wage difference is amazing, isn't it? Good lord. I've also just realised he's only got a year and a half left. Well, that's not a problem. But yeah, Bayern Munich and Porto, one of them's winnable, the other's not so winnable. But we are looking to do well. In the Europa League, Frankfurt, who are doing bad in the league, mind you, are also not having the best of times in the Europa League. They have 2 games left. They've only picked up 7 points. They've got Apoel next, who I think they should be beating. They are down in 27th place. Their last game is also away. The Karabakh. They should win both games. If they don't win both games, or at least don't get points in both games, something's gone horribly wrong. Puskas Academia, though, have qualified for the next round, admittedly through the playoffs, because they got to go for the next round. They lost their last game. They were in the top 8. Going into the last game, they lost it. So they lost to Molde of all teams. 1-0 at home as well. So they should do better. I'm happy we've done well. I'm just annoyed they didn't do as well as I thought they would have done, you know? It felt like an opportunity they've missed. And then now have a team in the bottom 8. Honestly, any one of those teams they should be beating. I don't think there's any team in the bottom 8 they can't beat. And that's not me being cocky. That's me being honest and saying, look, I genuinely think they can beat all of them. So there you go. Was there any shock eliminations? Not that I can think of. Maybe Servette, but it is Servette. They can be hit and miss. But as a result of our European exploits, we have got 10.87 points. We're only 0.5 points off the top 2. So maybe, just maybe, we could be good. I don't see us getting to the Spain and Netherlands and England Italy levels, mind you. We're still ahead of Germany, amazingly enough, and France, but everyone else is about 2 points behind us, so we are good in that regards. And as things stand, we will be going up above Croatia. We're a whole point clear of them right now, almost. And that is exciting. They're also losing a better year than us next year as well. So the next 2 years are very, very useful for our ambitions of doing well in the coefficients charts. We need to keep doing better and do well in these situations. So hopefully, we can catch up to some really good nations and overtake them soon. Getting 12th place is important because it means we will go up and get 2 places in the Champions League again, but this time 2 places in the Europa League and just 1 place in the Europa Conference League. We are starting to very quickly progress into a very good position, and I'd like to think we can get higher and higher going forward. That is the aim right now. This is a very good year. Much better than any other year we've had so far. And I hope it continues. We've also got £37.3 million in the bank, though we have spent some of it on a new player that's coming in. I might convince myself to buy Kamali for 12 grand. And he's getting paid more than that per week. So it's not my smartest move, but I'm looking at him thinking, I can make money from this guy. He's also going back on loan to LA Galaxy for the rest of the season, I think, and going on from there. So this is not terrible. It could have been worse though. Also, this is a youth intake preview. It's not great. I'm not expecting anything from this, but by this point, we've developed our team so much that any other youth intake coming through, it would need to be the greatest intake in the world to really make my team improve at this point, and that says a lot. Mind you, we did get Bogdan from our youth intake, so anything is possible. I also have managed to upset all 3 of my left wingers. They will either want more playing time or to go on loan, so that's awkward. Bogdan is signing a new contract, that's why he's on this list, but all 3 of my left wingers need first team football. Salazar is worth quite a bit of money, I like to think. He's not going to be sold for that sort of price though. That is ridiculously cheap. Gonzalez, who we just signed, is now considered a wonder kid. He's got good value to him as well. He doesn't want to leave us anytime soon. He's got no interest either from other teams. So this guy is really good. While Hambelik is almost homegrown, I've also listed for loan. He's now one of my 37 clubs, most of which are for loans. That is a lot of clubs looking to loan this guy. But if I loan him out to a team that's not in my country, he loses homegrown status, doesn't he? Which means I could just sell him outright and not worry about him. I might just sell this guy in the future. I don't know. But who knows? This is going to be one of those things where we do an interesting situation in this winter transfer window. I don't really need to strengthen, but I might need to get some first team football to some players, or just let some of these players go out on loan and do their own thing. It's weird that I'm in this situation, but at the same time, it's not terrible. I just want this to be fine. We can let go of Hambelik, mind you, because he's under 21. He's never been registered for the Champions League anyway. Gonzalez will need to be registered, so he will be added to this list. And Jose Luis would also be added to the list. So we can just add them both and have no issues. So I have nothing to worry about in this regard. Whether Hambelik needs to be registered next year, I don't know. But I'm just excited for the future of this club. I really am. Also, we're 2 months away from the train facilities being upgraded. So hopefully that will be something we can work on soon. I like the idea that we can just upgrade everything and it doesn't hurt our coffers that much. It's wonderful. Anyway, what I'm going to be doing is ending this here. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I hope you guys would like to share this video and that you subscribe to the channel. It really does help me a lot. What do you think of our season so far? Where can we improve? And what do you like about the squad so far? I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on all of that down below. But anyway, until next time, goodbye and well, good night.